What up?
What up? What up? What up?
It's your boy, and it's my boy.
We're Five Nights at Freddy's.
And we are back. A different setup. We got a little table now. We got a different setup. We father and son conversation.
Yes, then another video will come.
Yeah, we're gonna do a father and son conversation video, and then he's gonna do a streaming video.
And we reached another goal. We reached another goal. That was go to WWE live event.
All right, hold up, man, hold up. Before we get into the show, we first want to say, could you feel free to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, and to see all the videos in the near future. You know, this is live, man. We ain't doing no editing, nothing, no cutting, no stopping, no going. So we make a mistake, we just gonna go through it. You see in the background, he got his him and his cousin playing a game. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's back there.
Yeah, it's totally live on delivery service.
But that's not what this is all about.
Yeah.
But first off, we got some news. Before we get into the topic of this conversation, we have some news. LJ has accomplished another goal off his vision board. And that goal was to...
Boom. Drum roll. Boom, boom.
Drum roll. It was to, I hope y'all can see it, go to a WWE live event. Recently, as you all know, they have lifted the COVID restrictions. And me, my son, my father,
and my cousin,
his cousin, my niece, my brother, who is a huge wrestling fan.
And last Friday, he went there to...
Wait a minute. Calm down. So yeah, we was able to attend a SmackDown where we got to see some of our favorite wrestlers. You know, he got to see his Roman Reigns, and
who walked away at the end.
We got to see the Usos. Got to see John Cena.
Who sucks.
My niece's favorite wrestler did not show up that evening. Bianca Belair was not there, and she was very sad. Let's give a good recap. It was a great show, man. We had some real good seats. I'm going to have some pictures probably flowing right about now with some of the shots that we had. What was very interesting was that...
Hold up. This is sponsored by Five Nights at Freddy's. If y'all can see him.
Yeah, he got the Five Nights at Freddy's plush doll. He picked that over a Pop-It thing. I don't know what's up with these little Pop-It things, but these kids like it. It was inside the mall, and that's what he wanted. But yeah, so what was very interesting about this is that, man, wrestling has it's going stronger and stronger and stronger. I mean, back from my days and from my father's days to now, man, wrestling is it fills it up. It fills it up. But at the end of the event, LJ's favorite wrestler lost.
Yes, because he wanted to go get a drink.
And he did not know how to take it. So I have a clip from what it looks like when LJ's favorite wrestler lost as we was leaving the event. With that being said, we're here to talk about something else. We're going into the school year. We second grade.
I got my what was it called? Space Jam backpack, which is at my mom's.
You got a Space Jam backpack. I want to talk about, as we go into this new year, it's a couple things I want to talk to you about. And I want to talk to you about really three things. And One is practice, one is study, and one is work hard. You hear me? And as you know, LJ, he's also doing karate, and
Yellow belt.
he's a yellow belt. And he also is starting football, flag football, in a couple weeks.
And then basketball.
And then basketball. But you know, the thing what I wanted to explain to you, and I think we had this conversation, and this conversation should goes on with any kids, any parents. And we're gonna mute this real quick. Practice. Okay, we discussed this. Practice is what?
Do it over and over and over again.
Doing it over and over and over again. See, what you got to understand about getting better at something, it takes practice. And what I mean by practice, it takes doing it over and over on your own time. What I mean your own time is, you know, we go to karate 2 days a week, right?
Yes.
Okay. So when you're in karate, you're learning all your techniques and your punches and your throws and your defense, right?
Yes.
So how are you going to get better at by doing that stuff? I mean, you have to do this stuff at home.
Practice.
You have to practice.
And I will read you one of my katas.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute. We'll get that to the minute. I want you to understand this. I don't have to always be there for you to practice.
I know.
You have to understand, to be better and to get better to the best of your ability, you have to understand practice takes a lot of hard work. The more you practice, the better you get. Now, the beauty of practicing, if you find something that you like to do, it's not even going to be hard. That's the beauty of finding what you like to do. But in the meantime, if you're doing something and you want to get better and you want to get badges and you want to get to the next belt, and you're not putting in the work at the home, you're not putting the work at the house, you're not putting the work when you get to your dojo and they ask you to do your kata, and you're forgetting because you're only doing it when you get there. You're only doing it when you go to your practice, when you go to the dojo. You're not doing it at home. You have to consistently do it 5 times a day. That means throwing your punches. That means doing your kata. That means saying your creed. Because what happens is, the more you do it, you're going to remember it. It's going to be a lot easier. Okay?
Okay.
Wipe your mouth. You got that stuff all on your mouth, man. And that goes with also school. You know what study mean? What does study mean?
You're doing it.
You're doing it. Studying is similar to practicing. It's something you have to do on your own time. Okay, say for instance, it's your turn to read in class. And only time you open up a book to read is when you're in class and read in class. So you're having trouble reading these words because you're not studying, which also means practicing. Just when you get home, when you do your work, you should do your work and study it. Practice it. Practice writing your name. Practice writing your letters. You know, these are things you're going to do on your own, because if you build good practice and study habits, man, you're going to be all right. But if you don't study, you don't practice at home, and the only thing you want to do is come home and lay around and eat and play video games, when it's time to get out there and get a job or go to work or find some ways to make money, you're not going to be able to, because you don't have good habits. You know, say like for myself, when I was in school, I had bad study habits. You know, see, I didn't take it seriously like I should have, and I didn't have, you know, it wasn't, you know, I didn't have someone on my back like telling me you need to get on it, you need to study. I said why? I didn't have an understanding why, and that's why I want to give you an understanding why. Because if you don't study on your own time, when it's time to remember these things, You're not gonna know. You write your name, you write something, you forget how. Oh, what's the letter D look like? But if you write it over and over, you'll be able to. It will be like remembering. Like say for instance, when you get on your phone, you know what to do, where to push to go to your YouTube and go to whatever videos you know because you did it over and over, right?
Yeah, and I remember my password.
You remember your password? Why?
Because I do it over and over.
Because you do it over and over.
Remember your password?
Huh?
I remember his password to his phone.
Right, because you do it over and over. So
even though I'm not really on his phone that much.
Right. So that's key. That's very, 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 very important. That when we're practicing at home and we're doing stuff and we're running, this is to prepare you for what you're gonna have to do in the game. This is gonna prepare you what you're gonna have to do in school. This is gonna prepare you so when you become an adult, you would have all the necessary teachings and tools to help you succeed. But the most important thing out of everything, it's going to take hard work. I mean, it's going to take some hard work. And it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy by far. But you got to want to learn how to do it. You have to want to be the best. You have to want to learn how to read that book. You have to want to learn how to do that math. You can't get to a problem and get down on yourself because you can't figure it out. Okay, I can't figure it out. Okay, I don't understand how to do it. So that means I have to learn. I have to listen. Somebody has to teach me, and I have to pay attention to how they teach me. And if I don't understand, I ask someone. Don't never be scared to ask somebody because you don't understand. When you're in football and you're having trouble catching that ball and you drop it over and over and over, what do? You give up? No, you just keep on trying. Trust me when I say this, LJ. The more
just like John Cena thing. He says never give up.
Never give up. You see that shirt you got on there right there, right?
Yep, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant. You know anything about Kobe Bryant?
He was the best basketball player.
How do you think he became the best? Let me tell you a story about my favorite player, Kobe Bryant. He tells this story, and you might not understand this now at the age of 7, but I make these videos for you because you can watch it over and over as you get older. So you will understand it later. Sit up. There was a time when Kobe Bryant played a basketball game. It was a very important basketball game. It was the playoffs. And the playoffs is you win, you get to keep on playing. If you lose, you go home. Okay? So it was a time where Kobe got the ball and they passed him the ball and he shot it wide open. Easy shot. This could have helped his team win, and he missed it. It was another time, same game. They still playing the same game. It's a close game. He shot it again. It was an air ball. You know what an air ball is?
No.
That means when the ball don't hit nothing. It don't hit the backboard. It don't hit the rim. It don't hit nothing.
So where did it go?
It just goes on the ground. Like if the ball was going in, it just went and it hit nothing. It's a miss. So air ball.
And then Kobe
Wait a minute. So he had another time. This is his third time in the same game to make this shot to help his team, and he airballed again, and they lost the game. You know how that felt? How would you think that felt? Like, man, I had 3 times to make the shot, and I missed it.
That make me feel very mad.
Very mad. But you know how that made him feel?
What?
That made him feel like, I want to be able to figure this out. So what he did is where he went home and he figured out, he said to himself, why did I keep missing these shots? Why was my shots coming up short? So he kept going, practicing. He didn't give up. A lot of people was talking about him like, man, Kobe Bryant, sorry. Man, Kobe Bryant, he airballed 3 shots. He ain't ready for the big league. But he didn't care what nobody else said. He didn't all that they said about him, he just ignored it and focused on what he wanted to do, was to get better and learn how to make these shots.
So he went back to that game?
No, the game was over. They lost.
They can't.
He ain't had no more chance. There wasn't no more time to play. You know what he did?
What?
He went and found him a basketball hoop, and he sat out there and just kept shooting and kept shooting and kept shooting and kept shooting. He just practiced. So even though Kobe Bryant, as we know it, man, he was a winner and he did all these good things. There was times things didn't go good for him. But when things don't go good for you, don't get down on yourself. You're human. Nobody gets it good all the time. You take that and you use that to make you want to get better. So if you keep missing that foot pass, I'm throwing you the ball, you keep dropping. You shouldn't be like, man, I done dropped 2. I don't want to play no more. Dad, keep throwing. I'm gonna learn. Dad, keep throwing it to me. Dang, I dropped it. Dad, keep throwing it to me. Dang, I dropped it. Dad, I'm not gonna give up till I catch 2 in a row. Boom, I caught 2. Boom, I caught 2. 1. Now I caught 2. Now I caught 3. Dad, oh, I dropped it. That's okay. Keep trying. So you in karate, you learning these techniques, and you haven't got.
Talking about Kobe.
What we talking about? Well, all this goes intertwined with everything. It's really talking to you. I just use that as an example. Kobe Bryant. They say Kobe Bryant was one of the greatest basketball players, but you know what he really was?
What?
One of the hardest workers. He practiced more than anyone else. You know how you practice? He went in the gym. He ran. He lifted weights. He ran. He went in the gym, lifted weights, and just kept on getting better. Some people are like, man, I ain't trying to lift no weights today. I'm tired. I'm about to play the video game today. I'm about to watch TV. Not Kobe. So what I'm trying to tell you is, son, practice, study, and hard work. Those are what I want you to get in your brain right now. As you go into your school year, as you go into your sports, practicing and studying. And I want you, don't be scared of hard work. Hard work. It's going to be hard. But the harder you work, the better you're going to get. There's only one person that's going to stop you from working hard. That's you. I can't stop you from working hard. You have all total control of how hard you work. You have total control how much you practice. You have total control of how much you study. And then when game time comes, I could say, man, I could tell my son, he getting better. He practicing. Oh, my son, man, he ain't been practicing. That's why he ain't getting better. The game gonna show when you get them papers and they say A's and B's, that's gonna show that you've been studying. When it says D's and F's, that's going to say you ain't been studying. And when that happens, then there's a problem. Because now I got to come into the mix. So that means it's going to be hard work and hard time. You don't want that. So, these conversations I'm going to have with my son, we're going to go over some things, but I really wanted to talk about that because we're going into this school year. He missed the last. As being in 2nd grade, he never had a full year of classroom school. COVID came as when he was in kindergarten, and wiped away his kindergarten year, wiped away his 1st grade year, and so he's getting back out there. And I want him to know that. I want you to know, no matter what you do, I got your back, man. I'm with you. I love you. You're my son. And that's what I got to do. As a man, what do I have to do?
Take care of you.
Take care of and take care of you. And how do I take care of you? Stop. Pay attention. How do I take care of you? Well, I'm there for you every day. You can't, anytime, any day go by, you don't see me. Any day go by, you don't talk to me. Even though I work a lot. Even though we don't, you don't stay here, you go between houses, but another day go by, you don't see me.
Okay.
You remember that?
Yes.
A lot of people don't have that. You're very lucky. I was very lucky growing up because your grandpa was there for me every day. Some people don't get to see their fathers every day. Some people, sometimes their fathers die. It's sad. That's a part of life. You get stronger. Even times where you think you're hurting, you're getting stronger. It's building you up. You just remember that. So, as in our first father and son video, I don't know if it's our first one this year. We did some earlier. Yeah, we did some earlier in the year, but it's our first one in a while. And LJ has a couple more things to get off his vision board.
Yep.
Well, I could say you know how to detail cars. You got to learn how to detail cars. You wanted to do that.
I guess we'll get rid of.
Have you read 50 books?
No.
You haven't read 50 books. Have you? How many subscribers do you have on your channel? Hey, again, subscribe to the channel. You know, hit that like button. You know, support my boy, man. Support him. You know, we out here. We out here. Support. Subscribe to the channel. He wants on his vision board. He has reach 100 subscribers. I hope you can see it.
I'm at 31.
And right now he is at 31. So you're a little off. You're a little far from 100. But all you gotta take is we gotta keep putting these videos out. They gotta be good videos. You gotta be doing your streaming. You gotta stay consistent, and you gotta do what?
Practice.
And you gotta put in some hard
work. And some of y'all guys are loving those real life Day-Day-E videos.
Yeah, they loving the WW. Oh yeah.
Real life Day-Day-E videos.
Yeah, I put a card up or something right now, but yeah, we have a couple in-house living room mania fights between me and my son and my niece.
Yeah, me and my cousin, we did a tag team against my dad. At the end, we both just hopped in the ring.
Right.
And then Faith jumped off the turnbuckle and landed on my dad's stomach. And then my dad pushed me and I made myself go flying into the couch.
Yep. So I think right now I still hold the belt.
No, me and my cousin still has it.
But yeah, so we're gonna say, you know, we got a couple more of those. So we're gonna try to, you know, bring a couple more different type of videos. Maybe some outside videos of us spending some time together. More father and son conversation videos. More streaming videos. He's gonna start streaming on his own instead of me being there, and just being a little bit more active on his channel. And you know, I have some things going on my channel also. I just want to say, you know, through it all, man, only thing that's gonna get us through what we gotta get us through is continue to have our faith and continue to have an understanding of why are we here. It's very important that we understand that why are we here. And I'm not gonna go into it too deep, but I will say this. There's one thing that when I was recently visiting one of my dear close friends who passed away in 2018, and one thing I noticed as I was going around looking at these different tombstones, that they're getting younger and younger. And one thing I did notice, that they all have one thing in common, and that's that dash. That's that dash in between the year you were born and the year you left this physical form. And that dash symbolizes what you contributed to this form of life through those times. So with that being said, every day make something out of it, man. Try to impact and try to be positive and help others and just be positive, because, you know, that dash, man, that dash means everything. You know, you can have beloved father, beloved mother, and all that. I've seen all of those, you know, but that dash, it symbolizes one great thing, is your contribution that you gave to the physical form. So with that being said, do good.
Never give up.
Never give up. So from your boy, Big Dog, Big Unc, Leo, Dad, the detailer. One of my detailing shirts on.
I have one, but I'm just not wearing it.
And from my boy, we want to say Peace out.
Peace, love, and happiness.
Peace, love, and happiness.
Barn, say hi to our friends. Nope, nobody's here.
Nothing wrong with you, man. You like
They're always making funny jokes.
all right, y'all. We out. Peace.